Top job interview tips and mistakes to avoid for your next job. Hi, my name is David Claussen with Learn English Quickly, and this is the second video I'm making on career tips and skills to help you with your next job interview or an advancement in your career. And Pinterest is a great site for having all these cool graphics, and so I pinned, they call it in Pinterest, or I posted some graphics under my business English course sections to help you with your next job. So if I scroll down, you'll see a lot of these graphics, infographics that you can use to help you for your next job. So there's this one here about 34 tips that I'm going to go over quickly with you. So it's 34 crucial tips for your next job interview. So here are some of the common nonverbal, which is things you don't speak, you don't say, so it's body language, mistakes made during job interviews. One of the biggest mistakes you can do, and 67% say this, fail to make eye contact. So you have to make eye contact. Make sure you are looking at your future boss or employer. And let me clarify all this. This is in a survey of more than 2,000 hiring managers. 33% claim to know whether or not they would hire someone within 90 seconds. So you have 90 seconds to make a good first impression. So you want to make sure to do all of these tips. Make sure, because 47% say have little knowledge of the company, so make sure you research your company to know everything about them. Just go on their website and click the About section, and you'll learn a lot about the company. Mistakes they made is they don't smile, so make sure you smile. Smile a lot, it's good. Have bad posture. Posture is how you stand or move your body. So if you are slouching, slouch we say in English, when you bend your shoulders and you're not that standing up with enthusiasm, that is bad posture. You got to make sure to have good posture. If you fidget too much, fidget means to move around. So don't move around. Don't be fidgety. Don't move your hands and things. Don't have a weak handshake. Those are things that you don't want. Make sure you have a strong handshake. 21% say they play with their hair. Don't play with your hair. Cross their arms over their chest. Don't cross your arms like this. That's bad. Make sure your arms are open. And 9% say use too many hand gestures. So be careful with your hands. That goes with that being fidgety. Don't fidget or move around with your hands. So how do you make a good first impression? Because remember, you have 90 seconds to do it. 55% say the way you dress, act, and walk through the door. So dress appropriately and walk with good posture. 38% the quality of your voice, grammar, and confidence. So you make sure that you are speaking well. Practice your English. Practice your pronunciation before you do the job interview. And 7% say the words you choose to say. So say the right words. And if you're not sure, in my first video, in video 1, I talk about some common questions and answers you may want to check out as well. Things that have an impact on first impressions. 70% of employers claim they don't want applicants to be overly fashionable or trendy. So don't have the most or the latest and the best clothes. Have very appropriate or conservative. Dress well. Don't be too flashy, as we say in English. 65% of hiring managers say clothes can be the deciding factor between two similar candidates. So how you dress matters. You don't want to wear brightly colored clothing. This is bad. Too bright and too trendy is not good. So here are the top 10 most common interview mistakes. 1. Over-explaining why you just lost your last job. You don't need to talk too much about your last job. 2. Conveying that you're not over losing your last job, so don't talk about the last job too much. 3. Lacking humor, warmth, or personality. So be very warm. Have a little sense of humor. Talk to them. Kind of think about it. In English, we say talking over the kitchen table, like they're in your home. 4. Not showing enough interest or enthusiasm. So make sure you're enthusiastic or you're happy with the job. 5. Inadequate research about potential employer. This is really huge. Research. Know your company. Know what they do. That will impress them. They want to know that. 6. Concentrating too much on what you want. So remember, it's not about what you can do. It's what you can do for the company. How are you going to help or bring value to the company? 7. Trying to be all things to all people. You can't please everybody. You can only, do as much. Don't overpromise. Don't try to do too much. 8. Winging the interview. Remember, this goes back to the research. Winging in English means you're unprepared. Make sure you are prepared for the interview. You've done your research. 9. Failing to set yourself apart from other candidates. So do something different from the other candidates. Have a different angle or talk about a past experience that's going to help the company. And 10, failing to ask for the job. Ask for the job. Just say, can I have this job? I really want it. Show that enthusiasm, that interest. And here you can read, these are the 4 questions likely to be asked. You can check that out on Pinterest, or like I said in my first video, I kind of go over 10 of the most common questions. And here just some more, the 4 most important interview tips. Learn about the organization, that's 1, the research. 2, have a specific position in mind that you like to fill. So what specific, what particular, what certain job of the company do you really want? Make sure you know it so they know what you're looking for and if your skills, your job skills, apply towards that. 3, review your qualifications for the job. Are you qualified? Make sure you're not wasting their time or your time. Make sure you will be able to get the job. And 4, be ready to briefly describe related experience. So how can your past job experience help and bring value to the company? And I want to give credit to College Atlas. That's where this infographic has come from. And like I said, just check out my Pinterest page. There's going to be many more photos and images and infographics to help you with job taking skills. And if this video on top job interview tips and mistakes to avoid in your next job has been helpful, please hit the subscribe button to my YouTube channel. I will be making many more career and job related English videos to help you out on your next job. And one of the best ways to learn English is to interact or to leave comments on the channel. So leave some comments about any stories or experiences you've had with a job. Any tips, skills, ideas would be great. I promise I will comment back to you. And I would just love to hear from you and where you're from and any job experience that you have. So, thanks so much for your time, and I wish you the best in learning English and pursuing your career. So, take care. Once again, my name's David Claussen, and have a great day. Bye-bye.